have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Ready, go. Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages. And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering. I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Ready, go. Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages. And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering. I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Ready, go. Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages. And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering. I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Ready, go. Let's go!
The javelins
allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to a person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to a person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to a person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages.
And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the heart of rage can do to that person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out.
Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected.
All right, so you're live now, so you got to talk to people.
Are we live? Oh, hey, there's a microphone going right there.
Yeah.
Things
Make
are
sure
about to
everyone can
begin.
hear us. Yeah. Ask them if they can hear us.
Can everybody hear us? Is anybody here in the chat if you can hear us? Give us a shout.
And you're going to have to speak up.
I don't think anybody's here. There's no one watching.
All right, Rusted said that we're here.
Okay, good.
What's up, everybody? All right, this is a very, very trial run, okay? So we're going to figure out how we can do this thing. There's going to be some technical glitches. It's going to be like a BioWare stream, okay? There's going to be lots of issues.
Not Austin stream, but
it's not going to be a BioWare Austin. Well, we're going to do the best that we can here. So we're going to be running a couple races here. First things first, we're going to have JD, who is the host of one of the co-hosts of the Freelancer Codex podcast. He's going to be running a team with I think we're going to call them the brothers team, right? Because he's got his brother, a brother-in-law, and a friend that's just like a brother. All right.
Yeah.
So, and then what we're going to do, then we're going to also have Kagan Ryu, who's actually a moderator in our Discord, who's been a huge part of our community that we've had. So he's helped us a ton in there, keeping people in check, because a lot of people, sometimes we go off topic a lot in the Freelancer Codex Discord. So this is going to be a fun stream. It's going to be very casual. We're going to have William from Your Anthem is going to be here. We're going to have Bags from Anthem Insider, and then we're going to have friend of the show, Lupo, who's going to be running a team. And let's face it, he's probably going to win it, right? I mean, that's where all the money that I've bet on,
all the money's on
this
Lupo,
thing, we
so
put it on Lupo.
Down.
So if
Sorry,
he can't really let us down. So we're going to go ahead and get started for the first round. We're going to jump into the hive. It's called the Tyrant Mine, correct?
Tyrant Mine, yep.
Tyrant Mine. So I hope everyone's had a chance to play this thing. It's a really fun stronghold. Pretty exciting. So without further ado, I guess that's how you say ado, right?
Ado, yep.
It's ado. We're going to jump into it. We're going to get these guys on the line real quick. We're going to ask them how they're feeling about this run, and then we're going to get started. So I'm going to go do all that. Mike's not here. It says I'm Devin, but I'm not Devin. I'm actually Steve. This is Devin here in Mike's spot, but we don't know what happened to Mike. We think he either got lost on the side of the road or we actually don't know. So I'm going to go over there and figure out how to get JD on the line. We'll say hi to him real quick. Then we'll say hi to Kags, and then we'll get this party started.
Get it going. Yeah, well, I'm interested to see if people, found out the shortcuts that I found and what they're going to do, what we can learn from them. Rusted would like the links. Rusted, it's just under Kagan Ryu on Xbox on Mixer, and same for JD.
We're live with Kags.
Okay, Kags, how's it going?
Hello.
Yes. How you doing?
We're doing good. We're just gonna chat with you quick about what you guys do to prepare for this run. Did you do anything special?
We practiced. Yeah, we practiced a bunch yesterday once we got the whole squad together, and then we made sure that we played a lot of the expedition, the free play, to get as higher level gear as possible.
All right.
And then we tried a bunch of different tactics on the stronghold with how we were going to approach getting the echoes at the first half. I think that's what slows us down the most. And then also the circle center, where you have to wait a long time for that to fill. So after a couple of practice runs last night, we figured out certain builds and certain javelins to play, and we're hoping that all gels today.
So what's the plan for taking out the turrets? Because I know you guys have 2 storms on your team. The turrets are terrible when you're a storm trying to take those things down. So how are you going to keep those storms protected?
Dev Rabbit's a Colossus, so he's going to mess them up. I'm gonna zip in and try and freeze them because once they're frozen, they won't shoot anything. And then hopefully we can take them out very fast that way.
All right.
Very cool. Good luck. We are going to go jump to your competition real quick, and then once you get that message to start, we'll start this thing. And good luck, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Don't let us down.
Never.
And we're with JD.
But I will watch my swim.
All right, JD, how's it going?
We're in here. We're at spawn point. We're ready to start.
All right. Did you guys do anything special to prepare? We just talked to your competition. They gave us a little bit of their game plan and what they're going to do. What did you guys do to prepare?
We ran this a couple of times, only once together as a fully assembled group, but
All right.
we figured out some strategies, got ourselves all loaded up. Took time to give ourselves some sick paint schemes, because that improves aerodynamics and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, our general game plan here is to
Survive and not die?
collect echoes.
Okay.
Well, to collect echoes, kill enemies, and chew bubblegum.
I
So,
like it.
And we're out of bubble gum.
And you're out of bubblegum. All right. Well,
did you forget to bring the bubblegum?
good luck. We're going to get it started here in just a minute. We're going to switch out, and we'll send you a message when it's time to go. Mike made it.
I did make it.
But we're in the wrong seats.
Switch seats then.
After this round, we'll swap.
Are they started?
No, not yet.
Yes, I am bald. I apologize. Are we live?
Mike needs a hat.
Yeah, we're live, dude.
Are we live?
We're live. You made it.
Hey, everybody, welcome. I know I'm late, but it happens. Life happens. What do we got going on here? Who do we have here?
So we got both teams, CAG's team and JD's team, waiting at the start for us to send them a message to go. So,
Excellent.
The message has been sent, and they're getting ready to go.
oh,
Excellent.
Game on.
Game on. Here we go. Timer has been started.
JD's team is just hanging out there. They're like,
They don't know it's time to start yet. They haven't gotten that message. I think they're waiting for others to get ahead of them. Do they know it's time to go? Nope, they're clapping. They're clapping at each other. They are supporting themselves. They are excited.
that's the Freelancer Codex team.
That
right
is
there.
the Freelancer Codex team. That's what these tests are. There goes one. There goes one. They're headed out. We like it. So Devin, when we ran this Swarm Tyrant the first time we did, what did you when we so this is let's talk about our first time going in. It was pretty awesome. We didn't know exactly what to expect, but then we got in there and we realized that what was the main key?
Main thing is you got to watch out for snipers and you got to watch out for the turrets. So those are the two things you have to take care of first. Especially if you got a storm heavy team, they're going to get wiped out pretty quick if you don't take out either of those, because those snipers can one hit you basically, and
they're
that'll
intense.
ruin a day. Yeah.
They kick your trash. They are good at kicking trash. So it looks like CAG's team. I saw them take down one turret already, and the storm we're following now looks like they're picking up echoes. So how important is it to get echoes versus getting turrets?
So I would have one person specifically just for the echoes,
Right.
and then the other three should be working on turrets and snipers.
Right.
Preferably, like, when I would run it, I was always playing as the interceptor. They're the fastest javelin, so I would have them go get the echoes and
The interceptor.
Yeah.
Interceptor going for
interceptor
echoes.
go
Okay.
grab the echoes, because they can boost out. They can, they all fly the same speed, but the boosts are the thing that are going to change it a lot. So
Right. So in this stage, we've got 8 echoes that need to be collected. And if I remember right, I believe 4 are in front and 4 are in the back where you have to kind of fly around. Which is kind of a neat mechanic, because when we first did it, we spent all of our time in that first going, where are these other 4 echoes? And we couldn't find them. So it looks like we're good. We've gotten 4 of the 8 on CAG's team. Looks like, is that 5 of 8 on Freelancer Codex team?
yeah.
That's awesome. Picking it up after a rough start, because that's really how we progress in this, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be fighting turrets and ads until echoes are collected, and once echoes are collected, we'll get our new waypoint and we'll be able to move on. Looks like we're following a storm here. Tell me about the Storm. Have you played with the Storm lately?
I've played just a little bit with the Storm. The Storm isn't my strongest javelin.
Okay.
But it's definitely fun to play. I enjoy the ability of being able to hover a lot and to bring down the lightning. You know, it definitely has a lot of primers, and it's really good for combos when you have that in combination with an interceptor.
Right.
I found that it worked really well for combos. You know, Steven likes to play the Storm, so he was always priming everything, and I was detonating everything. So,
and that's always a good feeling. That combo feeling is probably one of the coolest feelings, one of the coolest sounds that you get. There's that Storm picking up another echo, hand it back. It looks like we're 6 echoes on the Freelancer Codex team. Is that who we're watching now, Steve? Yep. Okay, so 6 echoes on the Freelancer Codex team, and they're collecting them. CAG's team looks like they're about 6 also.
Oh, I think
do we have that feed up?
CAG's team just finished the...
They finished. They're moving on. They're moving on. They're moving on to the next stage, doing a little bit of traversing. Now, this part is tricky because unless you time your jumps and your flight time right, you can totally run out of boost time and fall to your death. That's happened to me once, I believe. I think just because I was dinking around with it. So we're coming up. We're just past 4 minutes, and it looks like we're past both teams are past the first stage. Moving into the next stage where we've got, again, more relics.
Turrets and snipers.
Turrets,
again.
Snipers, and relics.
Yeah, so this is a 2-phase part. You know, once you get 6 echoes, it's going to spawn the next phase where you have to kill a gatekeeper to get the key. And really the fastest way to do that, you know, is if you save some of your ultimates and you can clear those out. Again, you know, there's a lot of ad control if you want to kill everybody. Mm-hmm. My personal favorite in doing this is not really worrying about the ads. The main things to worry about is just the snipers and the turrets. And the minor ads are just an annoyance while you're grabbing the first 6. And then you drop your ultimates on that gatekeeper, grab the echoes out of the locked areas, and then the enemies all disappear. Now that's something that they're working on. They've talked about it on Twitter, about the balance for, you know, how many echoes or how long it takes for the enemies to just disappear.
Right.
Because the game kind of sees it as... you don't need to fight these characters anymore, so it disappears.
Right.
So, that's something they're working on both in free play and missions, and also, you know, for strongholds.
For strongholds, again, just that wave of ads spawning out once the objective is cleared. So when we first jumped in on this one, we were playing and we got to our 8 echoes. We got those collected, and we, for the life of us, because you can see the 4 other echoes, they're in cages, they're secured. And for the life of us, we couldn't figure out what was going on. And it's because we had left one ad from the first wave alive.
Yep.
And he wasn't attacking anybody. And we couldn't see him on the map. And so that second wave where that gatekeeper would spawn in wasn't spawning in. So we ended up, finally, stroke of luck, we found another ad. We shot him. This new wave showed up. And I believe it was your friend Clint on our team who saw the gatekeeper. Let us know what was going on because we were shooting these cages. We were throwing our ultimates down on these cages. I mean, we were at these cages for a long time.
Yeah. So that first time I wasn't with you guys. It was Phaedron that was with you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So my friend Clint and then Phaedron from Discord was there with you guys. And because I was a sissy and went to bed. And,
it happens.
Didn't stay.
Kids do that to you. Kids will do that to you. We like the kids though. So right now we're gonna look at CAG's team. Looks like they are...
Have a technical issue.
We do have a slight technical issue, but that's okay. We can see Tag's team up now. Is this who we're looking at, Steve? Am I right?
JD's team.
Is this JD's team?
The right is live.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Freelancer Codex team. Got a view of a storm again, dropping the lightning, throwing that down. It really is about getting the echoes. And it can be tough. Those turrets are tough, and that Scar Elite that can just burn you down super quick. I mean, he's pretty frustrated. Looks like we got 2 players down that need a revive. 2
players down on JD's team.
On JD's team, he's got to get those guys up, or it's going to be really tough. We definitely don't want to squad wipe here. I mean, quite frustrating if they squad wipe because that's not good for this run. We're at 7.5 minutes now.
Yep. We'll see. I mean, they've cleared out quite a few of the ads, but there's still, you know, snipers out there.
Yep, there's a team revive. There's a team revive going up. Oh, being targeted by that turret. And we definitely want to get that turret down, or you're not going to be in this game much longer. So those turrets, best thing to do, I think we've found, is if you can get up close enough under the base. It doesn't seem like the gun can get you. And that weak spot is right under in that fuel tank, I guess maybe it is. Whatever we're going to call it.
Yeah.
That barrel that's connected under there. Or, as you see here, the storm can freeze that turret, and that seems to help in the air. And what I've noticed, I played with a rando the other day, and we were doing this. Steve was able to freeze, and a Colossus came in and just destroyed that junk. Oh, is this...
got Cag's team and they squad wiped.
Oh, did they have to squad wipe? Oh, no, Cags. Bad news bears. 8.5 minutes, so we're going to have to start that stage over. 0 of 12 relics. Or echoes. I'm sorry. It is relics. It is silence the relic by collecting
the
echoes. I'll get it. So it looks like they're trying to clear out this wave because they need the gatekeeper to spawn.
Yeah. And I think JD's team is almost done with their first set of echoes. Or no, it should be the gatekeeper should have spawned already. It looks like you can see this. What do they call those? The open gates for the Scar.
For the Scar,
yeah.
They are open.
And they're not.
They're on 8. They're looking for that gatekeeper. Keykeeper. Gatekeeper, because he holds the keys. And then that's another mechanic. You can defeat the gatekeeper. You don't automatically get to open those gates. You've got to select the key. Someone's got to pick up the key. Yep. Yeah. And then we notice once you do get the key, it seems like that effect is applied to all members of your... Oh, and we had a storm go down. Critical failure. Critical failure on Cags.
Cags' team is having a rough go of it right now.
They are. Although JD's team, they're still stuck on those 8 echoes.
They're killing ads instead of grabbing
the echoes.
The key term here is speed run.
Yes, yes, and we should be speeding. Oh, and there's one of those Scar Elites that is. They are so funky looking with their backpacks and their gun that can just come and get you. No, don't just open the door. You got to grab them, sir.
Yeah, he didn't grab.
And you can carry 3 echoes at a time. So that might be something that we're kind of stuck on. You can carry 3 echoes at a time, and you can fly with echoes. But in the next stage, you'll find that you can take 1 relic, and your ability to fly is diminished. You cannot fly anymore. So that's an important thing to understand, especially in the next stage.
You're gonna have to run, jump. That's where I think the interceptor really comes into play there. Because it can boost 3 times still, and so it can get quite a bit of distance.
It can. Oh, there's the chest for Freelancer Codex team. They've cleared that first stage. Cags looks like they're on 3 echoes now. 3 echoes, and this is after their first squad wipe. It does look like they have another player down. Yep. Yeah. Nope, still down. Oh, there we go. They got all 4 players up now. They're handling ads and turrets. They're on 6 echoes now, collecting those. There's another one dropped off, so we're at 7 echoes.
Going to JD's team chat.
All right, we're going to listen in on JD's team. Let's see what they have to say. JD, how's the communication going on your side?
It's going good. We're definitely.
So not good. Talking. We're still breaking up a little bit, but that's okay. As long as he can communicate with his team, that's good. JD, you there?
Yeah, we're able to communicate just fine here. Everybody can hear me fine. I can hear my brother-in-law, my buddy, and my brother just fine.
Excellent. So what has been your strategy so far, guys? Is it just shoot the thing, collect things, kill the things, or do we have a little bit more strategy than that?
Basically, we're just trying to get the echoes as quickly as we can. During that second fight, you have to wait a little bit before you can do that, but
looks like we're underwater now, looking for the door room.
Got to go into the ruins.
Yep.
All
right. Well, good luck. Keep it up.
All right. Thank you.
Good there.
So far, none of the teams are really doing. In my practice runs that I was doing yesterday, I had a couple community members with me, and we were just running it through and seeing the fastest we could do. And we found quite a few shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to reveal those yet.
We won't yet.
We'll
I did
wait
see
till
a few
tonight.
people
Maybe
on
put up a video and show you guys
kind of
how to really speed run this.
Yep.
But,
we're coming on. We're coming on 13 minutes. There's another player down on Kag's team. Looks like it's a. Can we tell from that view? Is that a storm that's down, or is that an interceptor that's down? I can't tell who that is.
Kags. Yeah. So he's the interceptor.
He's
so
the
that's who we're
interceptor that's
looking
down.
at there.
Is that our view? Is that the view we have?
Yep.
Okay, so it looks like they're still working on the 12 relic, 12 echo stage.
JD's already.
They're already coming to the Swarm Tyrant room. They are getting pretty close.
Well, they're coming to the time area where there's nothing you can really do. It's going to take a while after you get all of these relics in there or the echo pieces into each of these. Then you have to just sit there and hold that area.
Yes.
Of course, if enemies come in there, it slows down. If you don't have at least 3 out of 4 of your team on there, it slows down.
And it is a pretty big area, so it's not hard to stay on that plate. And I like that the AI, excuse me, not the AI, that our Cypher is giving us reminders to stay on the plate. Stay on the plate, Freelancer.
It can be pretty frustrating. I was playing with the team earlier of just random people, and they all kept just going too far off the plate, and I'm just like shooting them, like trying to tell them,
trying to get them to come back. So maybe hopefully there's a get back here emote that we can use.
They wouldn't have seen me because they're all looking
the other way.
the edge.
So then you need one that says go that way. It looks like they've collected. It looks like Freelancer Codex team has collected 3 of the 6
required
relics required. And again, on these, you cannot fly when you are carrying them. I really do like that there is an animation on your javelin that shows that you're carrying that relic.
Yeah.
For the storm, it looks like it's on its side. For the and it looks like the storm can hover. So I guess technically they're not flying.
He's
but
doing
they're hovering.
He's running, but that's how they.
But that's how they run. So.
Hover, so.
And you can tell that I haven't played with storm much.
So it looks like Kag's team finally got through phase 2.
Very good. Very good.
Kag's party is going in there. Oh, here we're going to join with Kag's party.
Hey, Kags, how's it going?
All right. A little rough at the beginning, but we're getting there.
That was pretty dicey, man. You had a squad wipe.
So.
We had it twice,
that was bad.
You squad wiped twice. That's not good, but it looks like you're moving on now.
Yeah.
Very good. So tell us about your build. What your team composition? What javelins are you piloting?
So we have 2 storms for priming and detonating. We have an interceptor for rushing in and getting things, and then we have a Colossus for doing heavy damage and lots of combos.
Excellent. Excellent. And you can see right now they're collecting the I believe these are called relics, not echoes, and they're taking them back.
Okay.
And they drop them off to...
Yeah, I think these are called fragments.
All right. Well, we just want to check in with you guys, see how you're doing, and we're gonna go back in there. Keep going strong.
All right,
Make sure we don't squad wipe again.
Keep trucking away.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, it's really important. I'm surprised none of these teams have a ranger in their.
That is
team
very
composition.
surprising. That doesn't make much sense because we all know ranger is boss.
Ranger is very important. I found, especially with the muster point, the ranger really does help with a lot of damage, and especially near the boss, the Storm Tyrant or whatever they want to call it.
Absolutely. And with the ranger's abilities, they've got a muster point and they've got a bulwark point. Muster point gives you increase in rifle damage.
Yep.
The bulwark point gives you a shield, very similar to to Destiny's Titan, who could throw down a shield that is good for maybe those turrets.
Yeah, for absorbing
if you
damage.
could get in those. Yep.
But
it's good times.
Yeah, the muster point was really the most effective thing during my practice runs with the team I was running with yesterday, and we would really just get. We'd go to one side. You have to have a proper distraction for the boss, or else you can't have everybody go to the same side. So,
Absolutely.
But I do think the fastest group is going to have at least one ranger to offer that additional damage, because getting rid of those people is going to be important. The same goes for with the interceptor, with the marking ability, where it adds 33% damage for a specific amount of time. So that's really also helps. So when you have both of those together, you're going to be able to tear through the enemies a lot faster.
Now we're at a point right now. This is a great time for CAG's team to speed up. If they can all stay centralized on that plate, their timer might be able to get higher than Codex's if they don't stay organized. If they keep going out too far, because at this point there's this one pinch point on this plate where all these ads come up, and it's really, as you can see right now on Codex's team, they're all kind of fighting for a better angle to shoot, and it only looks like one of them is collecting time on the plate. So they probably want to pull back. That would be my suggestion if I were coaching from the sidelines. Pull back, get everybody up there, and then do a timing kind of thing. We don't need all 4 javelins at that pinch point controlling ads. When 2 would probably do it, let the others stay back and wait. There's really no need.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, if you have 2 at the front, pinch point, and then you can have the other 2 off to the sides, because you can still have, there's still a view where you can shoot the enemies and do damage and prime the enemies. And so if you're really focused on those things instead of all cramming into the front, because it's super annoying when you have a sniper rifle like the Devastator, and then somebody just walks right in front of you when you fire, and it
or throw a grenade and hits them in the back. Now I am noticing noticing here that you'll see that on Freelancer Codex's team, half of their pinch point is blocked by, it looks like a old carcass, and I think on CAG's team, the entire bridge was covered by a carcass. If CAGs will walk over to that view, I thought it was interesting because I remember the first time I ran it, the entire bridge was full.
I've
but
seen it
as
both
you can
ways,
see, so I'm not sure if that goes into a bug report, no pun intended, or if that's just something that happens by randomness. So it looks like Freelancer Codex's bar is a little bit closer to being full than CAG's bar going.
But it's getting tight.
But again, it's getting tight. Like I said, this is a great place to make up time.
Make up a lot of time.
Make up a lot of time. The quickest, the keys about this stage, obviously you want to get the fragments as quick as you can, and you want to coordinate with your team so you're not all going down the same tunnel, because that just slows everything down. And you definitely want someone up on this top point, controlling ads to begin with, because once ads get up on this plate, it's going to be impossible.
Slows.
It's going to slow down your timer, and they can get overwhelmed. And if my vision is serving me right, we switch sides. Never mind.
Yeah, the other thing they need to watch for while they're on the plate is those the balls that electrocute people.
Yes.
So those can be super annoying if you don't have like one person looking out for them, and they'll start causing you a lot of damage and a lot of irritation because it just keeps happening over and over again.
And you're in a constant state of overheat is what I find. So not that you necessarily need to fly at this point. Looks like chest is open on Freelancer Codex team.
On to the next phase.
They're off to the next phase, but CAG's team is not far behind. They've got a few more seconds on this plate, and they'll be. So it's still, there's still no clear winner here. We have got these guys, I would say, evenly matched. Yeah. Aside from a few squad wipes, CAGs, your team has done a great job overcoming those squad wipes. This is another area that you can fly over, run over. You don't necessarily need to go for ads, but I wouldn't be surprised if Devin, if we find that if we were to look in here, we might find a chest or two. This looks like a great place to hide something.
It does look like a great place to hide something, but I'm not stopping to look.
But I'm not stopping to find out with all these bugs. And also be careful. I found this out the hard way. If you fly through a spider web, you will get overheated. I'm assuming the science is that the webs get caught in your exhaust vents and jets, and you are stuck.
Star Wars science.
Star Wars science. It works.
Yep, just works. So I mean, they're CAG's team is the Rescue Rangers is pretty much almost to the same place. So it's really going to come down to the Storm Tyrant and who can do the most damage the fastest.
Most damage and controlling ads. See, we had a player on CAG's team get stuck in the webs, just like I said. One of those commentator curses. I don't if y'all are familiar with that. That's when the commentator says this kicker has never missed at this distance, and then he misses.
3 out of the 4 people on CAG's team overheated, which also caused them to slow down there. So you have to be mindful of that as you're going through, so you don't waste time.
I'm pretty excited for the time when we get to up those numbers, so we can fly longer than the 6 or 7 seconds that we get. That's going to be exciting. We're underwater again.
CAG's is lost in the water.
He is lost in the water. You go forward, sir. Go forward.
There you go. You found it. There you go.
Right. Codex team has unleashed the Swarm Tyrant. He is on his little pinnacle there doing his animation. Now we played this last night with Steve, and Steve hates bugs and spiders specifically, and he he thinks this thing is ugly. So great job to the developers who have created this particular. Would you call it a tick? Is it a spider?
It's like
is
so
a
it's
combination
like a scorpion,
of
spider,
nightmares.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's cool looking.
It is cool looking.
It's a great enemy bug boss,
right?
And so I mean,
we have a player down.
Yeah.
All right, so Devin, take us through the damage points here on this Swarm Tyrant. What are we looking at to get?
So the main things you want to do, you have the sacks on the side of the Storm Tyrant there. Anytime you destroy one, it'll drop it down so you can do more damage. You're going to get more critical hit damage once you destroy one of those sacks on the side. The only time you don't want to destroy those is if the spider or the Storm Tyrant is climbing up the wall, because then it won't drop down at that time. So if you're going to destroy them, you want to time them correctly. And see, like it just fell down there on the Freelancer side.
Yep.
And they really need to be focusing on damage in those same spots. And I've found a lot of people, don't want to break them down all at once, but I try to destroy them as soon as possible.
Quick as you can.
Yeah, so then every time you're shooting in those spots, it's going to give you the best critical hit damage.
And this is a great spot for a ranger to use his muster point.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'll get it right. Because this gives you 20% extra damage on your rifle shots. Definitely don't want to attack this guy from the front. But what are the Swarm Tyrant's attacks, Devin?
So it can shoot out webs that'll stick you into place so the ads can come get you. It also jumps and can just destroy, basically one-hit you.
We know all about that, don't we?
Yeah, the first time we got in there, we were standing in the wrong spot, as I'm sure many of you can attest. If you're standing in the wrong spot and it tags you, then there's nothing you can do.
There really is nothing you could do. It looks like Codex, or it looks like CAG's team is working on an ad phase in between. And your compass will tell you which cave to go in. And if you can control those ads, it definitely helps out much better.
They do have to watch out. Ooh, they almost got ran over right there.
Right.
Once you kill so many of the ads, you have to be careful because the Storm Tyrant's going to come rushing out of there. It doesn't do it all the time. A few times it'll come out of a different hole, which is interesting. But it looks like they're doing some good damage with the Colossus. Just did their ultimate on it, and we'll see where.
Those are some good crit numbers. Looks like 120s, 129.
They're both really close to about halfway.
They are.
Codex looks like it's a little bit has a little bit more damage.
Codex. Codex went down. One of the players on Codex went down,
but
but they are close. They're just edging CAG's team by a little bit. We just crossed 25 minutes on this Swarm Tyrant run, this stronghold in the Anthem Open demo. We are Freelancer Codex, and we are holding our ALP. This is a great time to see all these builds that can go on and everything that we can see here. Got some great abilities going on. That's an Interceptor view that we have that is just wrecking stuff. You played with the Interceptor. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the Interceptor is my favorite javelin. It's very fast and agile. It does a lot of great damage. It's up close and personal, but you also have to remember that it's weak. It does... if you're going to play, melee focus like I do a lot, you have to be able to time your boost and get out of there at the right time. You have to watch your health and make sure your inscriptions are beneficial to you, as well as your consumables that you're putting on before you do any kind of missions or events that you're doing. And you got to have the right build. And I prefer to have a primer and a detonator for my own combos, but. Looks like Cags is running 2 primers, I believe, based on the information he gave us. But
based on his team makeup, right?
So yeah. Well, good. I mean, he's using a Plasma Star and a Cryoglaive, which I believe are both primers.
Okay.
So,
and it looks like the Cags has just taken his Swarm Tyrant down to below half. We've got half. They're working on their second set of bars. Those ads are pretty crazy. They look like the African jumping spiders mixed with beetles and a little bit of Montezuma's Revenge, if you can follow me on that. So we've got 2 kinds of ads in this phase. We've got the Scorpions, and they shoot acid out of their tails. We've also I believe there's 3, because we also have those that carry the exploding sack in their mouth. I believe it's their mouth. I can't tell what it is. I don't stick around long enough to analyze it and go, wait, can you please turn around and show me your abdomen?
My favorite thing with those is with the Interceptor, you get up close to them and then they stop because they're going to blow up, and I just boost out.
And you
When it
just
blows
bounce
up,
out.
it kills the other ads also.
It does. And you know what? That is one thing that Ben talked about during their run. I believe it was him, John, and Mike. In their run of the Swarm Tyrant, they said that is perfectly. I mean, that's part of it. It's using your environment against the things that we're supposed to take down. Yeah. So it looks like that would from where we sit, that's pretty evenly matched.
It's
right
pretty
there.
tight. Yeah,
it is pretty tight
race.
I think it's going to come down to ultimates.
Yeah.
Javelins having to go down to repair. So freelancers, keep yourselves in check. Don't get too close to the action.
It's going to be close. I mean, at this point, I don't know which weapons they're using. My favorite sniper to use on this is the Devastator, like I talked about earlier.
Right.
It really does a lot of damage compared to the other sniper rifles. Like even without the Ranger's help and other benefits, I was getting between 12 and 14,000 crit hits.
Excellent.
With the Devastator. With the muster point is about 18,000. So I'm surprised. When we were playing, it was basically everybody needs to be equipped with the Devastator because that's going to destroy it. We were able to destroy the Storm Tyrant in 3 phases. So
excellent. Good. Oh, and Freelancer Codex is taking, I see an ultimate going on. They are taking lots of damage. They must all be timing their ultimates at the same time. It looks like they are on their last bar. And in this stage, if I'm not mistaken, ads come out constantly.
Yeah, they continue to come out, and it's super annoying. Because if you're trying to use a sniper rifle, if an ad hits you, it interrupts your reload animation.
It does.
So that is very frustrating. I found, I had to make sure I was hovering when I'm doing that because it just kept getting in the way. So, I mean, it's super close. This battle right here, Codex has the edge, but it depends on, if anybody's got their ultimates left on the Rescue Rangers.
Yep, the Rescue Rangers, they are not out of it. If they time their ultimates properly, I mean, they can get down and they can steal this one. We're coming up on 30 minutes right now for this Swarm Tyrant run. Oh, that's not going to help, Cags. That's not going to help. We are down to a tick of life left, no pun intended, for the Swarm Tyrant from Codex's team.
Looks like
they're down.
Finished.
They did it. They did it unofficially. Time of 29:45. We'll give it to them there. Cags, keep going. Go get them. They're close. They're close.
JD won it.
They did
against all the odds.
Against all odds. Against all the ribbing and all the and everything that we gave him this week because we told him he had to come represent and he did a good job. They seemed to do it. We thought it was going to be tricky for them at first. They stopped at the beginning for some reason.
For about 20 seconds.
We don't know why that happened.
Yeah.
But they were able to do the other phases lickety split. They did a good job. Good job to the Freelancer Codex team.
They did a good job. Now they're going to be going up against Lupo's team, I believe, next.
Anthem Insider.
Anthem Insider.
Okay.
Anthem Insider.
Hold on, just 1 second. You guys talk. Give me a second.
Okay. So we're gonna have them paired against the Anthem Insider team. This was our wild card type game to get in. Much appreciation to Rescue Rangers and their trial at the Swarm Tyrant. It got tough. It gets tough when you wipe. It takes a lot of time because you have to focus more on getting your teammates up versus DPS and completing objectives. But
JD's on.
All right, JD, congratulations. You guys beat them by about 15 seconds. So
Holy shit!
Congratulations.
You guys are moving on to the next round.
Did you get the chest at the end?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did you guys get the chest at the end?
Mike wants to know if, by teasing you, there's no chest at the end.
Oh man, I was like, what? Is there one in this build? We did it by 15 seconds. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it was close, guys.
Close.
It was close.
Just so you know, they did wipe twice during the second phase, and they caught up to you guys. It was like neck and neck when you were standing on the plate there, and just at the very end, they died a couple times and just weren't able to do as much damage as you guys. So.
Oh man!
We're going to be facing Anthem Insider's team. That's the next match, right, Steven?
We're going your Anthem and Lupo.
Okay, so you'll be up in just a little bit. We're going to have your Anthem and Lupo to the Rescue's team first. So we'll let you guys know when it's time to go again against your next competitor.
Well, congratulations,
All right.
guys. Good job. And if you would, just for our peace of mind, can you tell us why you waited when you heard the starting bell go
waited
off?
about 20 seconds at the beginning.
Was that a planned thing?
because I didn't know how you guys would be notifying us, and then I just see the text message. 'Cause I saw something out the corner of my eye, and I was like, maybe it's something else. And I look over, I see the blue bubble says go, or says JD go, and I'm like, so is a text message the way how I find out, or?
It's,
yes.
We're in beta phase right now.
Yeah. So definitely watch those alerts. Get on your team, JD. Talk them up, coach them up.
Yeah.
Get them ready for your next phase. Congratulations, guys.
We'll be in touch. All right. Kag and Ryu. Can you guys hear us?
Hey, guys.
We have unfortunate news. JD's team beat you by 15 seconds.
Wow.
That's what she said.
So you guys did a great job. I mean, with that double wipe, and you guys caught up a ton when you were on the plate. They were really slow getting those relics, and you guys were pretty much neck and neck right at the Storm Tyrant, and they were just able to do some more damage and get it done 15 seconds before you guys.
Wow.
That's
how
insane.
exciting.
It was super close. It was super close.
It was a lot of fun. It was great to watch you guys. Maybe so just keep practicing for the next time we have our next tournament. So
definitely.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, guys. You had a great run.
Hey, thanks for the opportunity. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hey, not a problem.
Thank
we
you.
will catch you next time.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, so we're on to the next one. We'll see. You know, it'll be interesting to see the strategies of our next two teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very competitive individuals talking trash back and forth a little bit.
A little bit.
So the teams are pretty amped and ready to go against one another, and I'm excited for it to see. I still haven't seen the strategies that I came up with that I've talked to Steve a little about.
Right.
I'll tell Mike here in just a little bit, but we'll see if they figured out the same things that I found.
That we figured out that seems to make it go a little bit smoother. But
Yeah.
again, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you have your build, we saw there that even with a little bit of delay, you can catch up.
Oh, yeah.
There are ways to catch up during this stronghold that you can make up time if needed. It's getting the relics, getting the fragments,
Yeah.
silencing the relics, collecting the echoes. So
Yeah.
using those abilities. Ranger, gotta have a ranger. We'll see if we have rangers in our next match.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the thing that really hurt JD's team, even though they won, was one, they had about 15 seconds of standing around.
Right.
Two, they spent a little too much time, in my opinion, on the ads in the second phase and even in the first phase.
Right.
I think both teams had that problem where they were trying to clear out all the ads when really they should be focusing on the main ones, like we talked about, the turrets and snipers, and then just gathering the echoes. But so we'll see what these next two teams have.
That's excellent, and we will be back with you shortly.
if you want to give us a hint, what's your fastest time been yet?
We don't want to disclose that information at this point.
So, there's no bar set for you to live up to in our eyes, right?
We only have our own bars.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it was an interesting race in the last match that we had, and JD's team pulled out the win by about 15 seconds. So it was pretty tight. What do you guys think? Do you feel you're going to destroy your Anthem crew?
I hope so. I feel pretty good. We've got some good times, and I'm feeling pretty confident that we can knock this out of the park because we're pretty efficient with our runs. We've improved almost every single time, and I think we've hammered out a pretty good strategy to take this out efficiently.
I like it. Okay,
excellent.
Well, we're gonna go check in here with
your Anthem crew.
Williams' team.
Good luck, guys.
And we will,
right. Thanks, guys.
I believe, text you when it's time to go. So
you got it.
Be watching that phone.
Lupo, can you still hear us? Okay. He says we're ringing him now. All right, we're with William now.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Are different. Hi.
Oh, hey, is that Steven?
Hello.
No, this
Steven's
is the
on
mic.
computer. There's Mike and Devin here.
Oh, wow. Everyone's here all in one go. Okay, cool. Let me up the volume because you guys are low. Go ahead and talk again.
low.
I'm low.
We just, we're here. We want to check in with you guys and see what you, maybe tell us your team composition and what you guys did to prepare.
Okay, well, good stuff. First of all, hey, everybody, Twitch and YouTube, these are the wonderful people, Freelancer Codex right here. I was just on their show the other day. We're about to get started very soon. Anyways, guys, yeah, so I'm running a full primer build. I'm running my favorite pistol, and I'm using an assault rifle. I don't remember its name instead of a sniper rifle. But I'm rocking the Storm right now. That's my setup.
Right. And the rest
Grim,
of
you want to go
team?
next?
Sure. Am I going?
Yeah, Grim, go ahead.
Tell us what you got.
Tell them what you got.
I got Devastator and a Whirlwind, so double snipers, and I'm running a primer and detonator with Burning Orb and Ice Blast or Ice Storm.
Okay.
Very cool.
So
And then
just
Davey?
combos for days.
Combos for days.
Hey, I'm rocking the Ranger Squad. We got
like
the Savage LMG with the Devastator sniper. Got 2 detonators, the Seeking Missile, and the Frag Grenade.
Very cool.
And Mustard Point.
All right.
Very cool.
And then Anchor.
Yeah, I'm Anchor. I got the Storm, and we're doing a Deadeye Sniper and a Relentless SMG, Glacial Spear, Ice Storm, and we got Quickening Field as well.
I like it to help you guys move a little bit faster. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're about to get started, so let us know when.
Okay.
We
yeah,
sure will.
we'll
Watch
let
your
you know.
phone. Steve's going to send out a text message to let you know when.
How long? Because people are getting really antsy.
Well, they're just going to
3
have to wait then.
seconds. It'll be very soon. All right, so it looks like we're going to be live here in just a second, and then we'll be off to the races.
We'll be off to the
it's
races.
very interesting. You got Lupo's team with one of everybody, and 3 storms.
3
on
storms.
Williams' team.
That.
At least they both have a ranger, and
Yeah. I think that's going to prove key, but 3 storms, that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I'm not
William
exactly
is
sure.
not moving again. Looks like Lupo's team is already off to the races. Without the timer.
Without the timer going on. It's all right. Lupo, there's a 28-second penalty. And they're off. And again, this first stage is just traverse. This first little part, get to the thing. So it looks like we're all there, and we're now collecting. We have to investigate, so we have to start. We have to start the encounter. So
yeah,
that's
they're going to
just
start the encounter.
Mhm.
They're definitely taking care of, the turrets and working on those right off the bat. Both teams did that a little bit differently. Lupo went right through and was just destroying mines with with his Colossus. I don't, in a hard, I don't know if you want to do that.
Right.
Because you can see he's definitely hurting right now still and would be easy to get taken down. You can just as easily blow up those mines with a weapon. And not have to worry about that.
Or fly over them.
Yeah, or fly over them.
These are javelins that fly.
Yep. So it does look like that. So they are, They have a new technique.
They do have a new technique. It looks like two of them
have
branched off.
Going over and taking out, my guess is they're going to go take out the turrets.
The turrets from the second stage.
From the second stage, because they are live right from the get-go. The first two teams didn't do this strategy, but this is a strategy I think is very good. It's going to save them a lot of time.
Killing two birds, as it were.
Yeah, two birds with one stone at a time. But I don't know if Williams' team is doing that or not. It looks like they're all still.
It does look like they're all
active.
still bunched up in that first stage collecting. They're on 7 of 8 echoes.
Yeah.
Williams' team is, and it does look like that Lupo's team is in the same place.
Yeah. So I mean that's a good strategy. For me, I would have just taken one person over to take care of the turrets and left 3 behind, especially on the hard mode. But as long as their team can handle it, then that's perfectly fine.
And it looks like they can.
Yeah, definitely
looks like they can. Maybe this explains more the 3 storm build. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Well, I mean, the 3 storms took care of it in the same amount of time as 2 people did on Lupo's team. So, or the full team, it took them basically the same amount of time.
Well,
but
and
now,
this is an reason here. Sorry to interrupt, but they're on the same stage now. They're at the second stage. Yep. Silence the relic. They're at 0 of 12. We'll see if Lupo's strategy of going on early is going to help them out.
Well, they have echoes already. On Lupo's team, they just have 1 of 12. It looks like, but it's pretty interesting. I don't know how much it's helped them out, but at least they have less enemies to deal with.
Less enemies to deal with, maybe. Less. They can focus more on echoes versus those turrets, because I think we said this in the first match. Those turrets are the things that get you. Yeah. However, these Scar elites, I believe they're elite. They can cause problems too. They are pretty frustrating.
Yeah. As you can see, Lupo on the small screen there, he is pretty damaged. So we'll see. He's got his shield out. He needs to find some health.
He needs to find some health or get that recharge going, because he was down to just a sliver of life. Yeah. Is this what you found commonly while playing the Colossus? I mean, you've played with the Colossus a little bit. Does it seem like, as big as that thing is, it should have a little bit more?
For what we got in the demo. I mean, that's the whole thing. What we have in the demo is, we have just a small little taste.
Right.
And it's definitely really squishy in the beginning, but I found the more I played with it, the more, like once I got it up to 134, then it was just fine, and it wasn't as squishy as it was when I first started. But it was definitely not as tanky as I thought it would be. But I think you have to create a build. If you want it to be like that, you need to really create a build. And I think that speaks to the way they designed it, where you can really have your javelin be what you want it to be.
Exactly.
Even when I was playing the other day, the storm I was playing with was being a tank on the storm timer. He's like, I'm going to tank the boss. You guys do DPS to it. And we're like, all right, whatever.
Okay, go for it. Whatever.
And it worked just fine.
Good.
So, again, you can see Lupo running through the mines.
Not real sure why.
For whatever reason.
Both teams are on 8 of 12, waiting for that gatekeeper to get out. So in this instance, we're looking at ads.
Yeah.
Looking at ad control. Got to get those ads down so that gatekeeper will spawn. And they're at 10. Lupo's team is at 10.
Taking another shortcut that I've seen there, going up through the waterfall. I don't really know the point of that, because the door isn't going to open until your whole team is there.
Your whole team is there anyway once you get those echoes in and silence that relic.
And I can understand he's not worrying about the loot, because it doesn't really matter. It's the demo. So
Again,
they're just going for the speed run. So they are definitely ahead. Their strategy has worked out.
Yep.
Versus Williams' team. And
they're still waiting on the gatekeeper. Williams' team is. We'll swap over to that.
Both of these teams are definitely a lot faster than the last round.
They have been. We're at 5 minutes now exactly on the timer, and Lupo's team is waiting at the door to go underground.
Two people that were behind. So
and it looks like William is down. We'll point out that William is down.
William's down.
He is down.
Hopefully they don't squad wipe. That's kind of embarrassing when you squad wipe.
It really is, because then you have to start the entire stage over.
Yeah. So, they're doing good, but Williams' team is definitely behind. They haven't gotten the other turrets. They haven't killed the gatekeeper yet. And Lupo's team just continues to get ahead. But again, like we've seen, this is a place where they can really catch up and make time if they do it right. And if Lupo's team screws up. But I don't know that that's going to happen.
I don't know if they will. They seem to be well-oiled. Lupo told us that they practiced this thing 40 times in the last 48 hours.
So I've only played it about 15 times.
Okay.
But and I feel pretty proficient with
Proficient
it.
at it?
Their team definitely practiced and was getting ready for this, but the Your Anthem team is still falling further and further behind.
They are falling behind because it looks like they do have the Gatekeeper in sight. They are bringing him down. He has a tick of life left. Gatekeeper is down. Looks like they're going to be able to free the remaining Echoes. But they are behind. Lupo's team, Lupo to the rescue, is already traversing underwater.
Well, they're already past that. They're grabbing the relics for the plate right now. So I think we're going to check in with Lupo here and see what they have to say and how it's going. But so far, their strategy is definitely working out, and they are pretty far in the lead.
They are in the lead. Lupo is spelled Lupo. Just for anybody who needed to know
how to spell Lupo.
How to spell Lupo, I wanted to let everybody know that. It makes it easy when you're finding people.
All right. So we're just wanted to check in real quick here with Lupo's team
Watch out
and
for that
see
elite.
how things are going. Is your strategy working so far?
Yeah, so far so
yeah.
good. I mean, we're actually, I think we're shaving maybe about 2 minutes off our time. So
Got it
we're
underdone?
doing pretty good.
I was happy to see
I'm gonna ult on the left.
your shortcuts that I had talked to Steven and Mike about before, that I was messing around with the other day, and I was like, the first two teams didn't have any good shortcuts. You guys had the good shortcuts, the same things that I was suggesting off screen here.
Yeah.
So that was good to see. And it's I don't want to give you any hints about who's in the lead, but you guys are doing pretty good. So
Pretty good.
Thanks, guys.
It looks like you're working
Thanks, man.
together well.
yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, we ran this probably about 20 to 30 times over the last couple of days. So I feel pretty confident in our ability to execute.
Very good.
Well, we'll check back in with you here in just a little bit.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe here in just a minute we'll check in with William's team. So Lupo's team is already, what's that? Maybe almost a fourth of the way done.
Almost a quarter of the way.
Rubber banding, that's always a good sign.
Rubber banding is a good sign.
Okay, you got that one?
Okay, yeah. Here, I'll cover you. Go get the other one.
We just want to check in with you guys, William, and see how things are going out for you guys.
Things are going fine. We had
almost
a bit
done.
of a rough start, but we should be okay now. We're putting in the relics as we speak to silence.
Very
Okay.
good.
How are the other guys doing?
That was causing you issues that you saw? Anything specific?
Bug. That's all it was. It was a bug.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. You guys are doing great.
Grim, you got two in
Appreciate it.
yours, right?
So if we look at the Your Anthem team, they are entering the fragments. They have 4 of 6. Controlling that plate is key, making sure that you can keep all those ads from coming up that ramp.
Yep.
Collecting the relics, again, is just a time-consuming thing. You need to know where they are. You need to get there quick, and you need to coordinate your attack, making sure that, again, you don't want your entire team going after one relic, because that's a waste. So you got to divvy them up, maybe even designate just 2 relic grabbers. Fragment grabbers.
Yeah, or at least know which tunnel they're going down, and they grab those, and then the other 2 should be grabbing the other 2, and then go from there.
And then putting them into these, putting the fragments, delivering them into the relic, silencing that relic, and then again standing on the plate, controlling ads, waiting for time to go up. Yeah. Lupo is here now. He is about 3/4 of the way done on their plate.
They are almost done, and Your Anthem has not even started the plate phase.
Nope.
Yet.
I think this one. I'm not that guy who calls things early, but
if you were a betting man,
if I were a betting man, I don't know if so. I'm not going to do that yet. We'll look ahead when we know who's going to win. But again, we have the view of a Colossus here. He is taking care of that plate using a flamethrower, and I believe that's just a common assault rifle. It didn't look like it was the you get the what's it called? Gatling gun. You know what I'm talking about.
I think we all know what you're talking about.
Okay,
but
they're doing good. Oh, they finished. They are skipping the chest. They are flying through.
Williams' team is just getting going. So they are going to be probably about a minute or so behind, a minute or 2 behind.
Ooh, I'd go more than that. They're looking at probably 3 minutes behind.
Think so?
I think so, because that plate, again, unless it's coordinated, unless they have all 4 javelins on that plate, It looks like they're all pretty contained. They're bouncing around, controlling ads, getting those chompers up. I think they're gonna have to make us some ground. I think Lupo, something drastic is gonna have to happen. They're gonna have to get lost underwater in order to
have a couple squad wipes.
Exactly.
In order for William to catch up.
Exactly. So, but we're still with you, William. We appreciate what you're doing. Keep going. You got this, man. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Looks like they are about halfway through, a little less than halfway through, trying to silence that relic standing on that plate, controlling ads as they come up. Those exploders, those things are pretty gross, man. But you're right, like you said, get them to start huffing and puffing, and then move away, and they'll explode and take out people next to them. Is that a wind wall? Look like we have up.
Yeah, they're with the 3 storms. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of wind walls. But Lupo's team is to the Storm Tyrant already, and William's team is still on the plate.
We're at 11 minutes 50 seconds, and they are already activating the Storm Tyrant, getting him to come down out of his little lair there. Yeah, this one might be close. not really, but
yeah.
But yeah.
They are doing pretty good. You know, it definitely is a lot about practice. And they had a bug. They said we don't know what it was, but that happens in an unfinished demo. It's to be expected. But this is all just for fun right now. We're just having a good time. Hopefully in the future they don't encounter bugs when they're going through strongholds. But
the bugs that they're supposed to have.
Yeah, the bugs that they're
supposed to have. Because wow, Lupo's team already has a slash of bar gone.
Yeah, full bar's already gone. On the Storm
did you see that crit damage? That was 14,920. Oh my goodness gracious.
He's doing good. He's doing the typical Colossus. The best build right now for the Colossus is the lightning coil with the flamethrower, and it does a lot of damage. So they're doing good. And it's good that they understand they have to keep getting closer to. So you see how he blew off one of the sacks in the end.
Yep.
It was kind of a wasted opportunity there, but
because then you won't get his damage phase.
Yeah, so it won't drop itself and just sit there.
Yeah.
When you could have done that when it came down, but they want to do as much damage as possible to that. So you see Williams' team, they're stopping to get the treasure. They don't really understand what a speed run is,
right?
But I guess they want to make sure they have what they got for after this. They need to get something.
They need to get something. So they have finished the plate. They are moving on. They're traversing through the tunnels to get to the Swarm Tyrant.
Yeah.
Looks like they are not so much messing with ads as just getting stuck on them, bypassing them, flying over them. Those storms are flying through, and they're one ranger that they have.
Yeah.
Good that they're flying through. Looks like William's going to overheat here in a second.
Yeah.
Back to Lupo's team, who are now almost halfway done with the Swarm Tyrant.
Yeah,
Lupo just
got
went
too
down.
close to that Storm Tyrant.
Just went down, and
it
he's
took 2 hits.
Yep.
But it still took him down.
Still takes him down, so he'll wait for a revive from his team, and there he goes. Yeah. I like this kind of sparkly animation that most of these javelins have in this. I don't know if that's a bug.
I'm pretty sure that's a bug from damage.
Maybe.
Is my guess. One of my friends I was playing with last night, I was running some friends through on Xbox for their first time through the Storm Tyrant, and he was like, "Oh, I really like that, so I can see where you guys are going." He's a little bit older, so he has some tough times seeing things maybe sometimes, but it was a lot of fun. It took us about 45-50 minutes to run through it on hard.
Okay.
With those guys, but it was all their first time, and
I was gonna say, did they get lost?
they did get lost a couple times in the water.
Okay.
Okay. So it looks like Williams' team is finally to the Storm Tyrant and getting going, and Lupo's team has the Storm Tyrant under half.
I think it's more than half. I actually think they are getting ready to start the last phase.
You think so?
They are pretty close. I'm assuming they're going to have this done in under 17.
Yeah.
That's not an expert opinion. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
But it's and your Anthem's team has an entire Swarm Tyrant battle ahead of them. So
they are doing some good damage. They took off a bar and a half already, but I don't think they have enough
they can catch up.
To catch up. See, so it's already going up on the wall, so the majority of the damage, they should really be focusing on the other sacks instead of the ones that aren't popped yet.
Exactly.
But, so they're on the last bar on Lupo's team. So it's pretty much.
So looking ahead, because I think we're at that point where we get to look ahead. Yeah. I think the Lupo team is going to advance.
Yeah, they just finished at 1548.
1548, and they have finished their run at 1548. We'll jump in and give them the good news.
Yeah, it's probably around 16 minutes with our timing delay.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go spam it, baby.
With them cheating.
All right, you guys did a absolutely fantastic job. So, was that your fastest run yet?
That was our fastest.
Yes.
I like it. So it's good. You guys' strategies worked out really well, and I will let you know you guys are the winners. The other team doesn't even have the Storm Tyrant halfway down yet, so.
I do want to make the point, though, that Lupo, you did go down.
Yeah, you did get
down.
I
did.
You did go down.
It was strategic.
It was strategic down. Okay.
It really did help us out in the end. It really did.
Mm-hmm. I took all that aggro, and it worked out to our advantage.
Congratulations, guys. Not only did you beat the Storm Tyrant, but it is now the fastest time in our inaugural ALP tournament. So congratulations. APL?
He has issues.
Acronyms are tough.
Yeah.
Acronyms are tough.
Acronyms are tough for Mike.
But congratulations. Fastest time so far.
Yeah. And we'll let you know who you face next.
Drink your Red Bulls, get your red vines, and get ready for your next match.
Yeah. I'm sure it won't be as fast as what you guys just did, but you never know. Anthem Insider might surprise us. So. All right, we'll let you know.
Congratulations, guys.
And we'll check in here on William and what they're doing.
Where?
Hey, William,
there
how's it
you
going?
are.
How you doing,
hey.
Oh, you found it?
Yep, we almost got her down.
Well, we want to be the bearer of bad news.
Well,
we lost.
Oh my gosh!
They before you had the Storm Tyrant down, I think 1.5 bars. They'd already finished.
Yes.
Very good. Congrats to them.
They were pretty fast. They had some great shortcuts in there that you guys didn't really use, but their shortcuts.
Yeah, this was the second time our team actually ran together.
Oh man!
Well,
you still have a good run going.
Yeah.
I think
much better than our first two.
I think you would still beat our first match, but unfortunately for this match, just didn't work out.
Yeah.
All good. All right.
Okay.
We thank you guys for participating. It was a lot of fun to watch, and hopefully we will see you guys in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Thank you.
Bye.
Great match. A little bit
one-sided.
Little bit one-sided.
That was honestly to be expected. In my opinion, nothing against your Anthem team, but Lupo and his whole team are all full-time streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not full-time. I mean, Lupo does stream pretty much on an everyday basis, but he still has a full-time job, and he's working hard and playing games every day, and his whole crew does the same thing. And I'm not saying your Anthem team doesn't do that, but the Lupo team obviously showed them that, playing together quite a bit and creating a better strategy did them a lot of good.
Way to go.
Yeah, but for only their second time playing through, they did a great job.
Great job
on Williams' team. So
great job. The next match we have coming up is going to be Freelancer Codex pitted against the Anthem Insider team on our APL.
The APL, the Anthem Premier League, not the Anthem League Premier.
Not the Anthem League Premier. Acronyms are tough. I like putting things in alphabetical order.
Yes. So we'll take a quick break and get those teams set up, and we will be back.
See you in a second, guys. Nervous? Don't be nervous.
Nothing
You
to be
got
nervous
this.
I don't know, man.
We know, man. We know we got this.
You got
I don't
this.
know.
How often have you been practicing this stronghold?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Too long to fail, I guess.
Too long to fail. All right. How about can you guys break down your team composition for us? And
So I'm Bags. My team consists of Gale Baz, one of my moderators, Meteora, the other one of my moderators, and a very good friend of mine, Pep, Benedict. So I'm going to be doing Colossus. Meteora is going to be doing Interceptor. Gale is going to be playing his Trusty Storm, and Pep is playing a Ranger. Our strategy is just like to finish it under 15 minutes.
That's a good strategy.
That's a good strategy.
That's a good strategy. Good thing to shoot for. I'll let you know that the times we've been seeing have been pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So you've got your work cut out for you.
We'll see.
Just stick to it. Focus in on all your training. Remember, and we'll see you in a second to give you the go.
All right, my dude. Let me know when we can start.
We sure will.
All right. You too, guys.
All right, so we'll check in with JD's team here, the Freelancer Codex team. And
I was having problems here. Hold on, guys.
okay, we're having a little bit of technical issues.
A little bit of issue. We'll get it sorted out though for you.
That's pretty lofty of them to get it under 15 minutes.
15 minutes is a good goal, but we've seen it can be done.
Well, his was about 16 minutes. Lupo was.
I bet it can be done.
That was
We'll see.
That was their best run. So
That was their best run. We'll see.
If Anthem Insider's team can do it, and
I guess we'll know right off the bat if they exploit the shortcuts.
Yeah, if they use the shortcuts, it's definitely something that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
And the Freelancer Codex team is having a great time
Throwing flares at each other.
And
oh, we're nothing but class here at the Freelancer Codex.
It's not transitioning my screens.
We do apologize. We're working through some stuff, making sure our screens are working so that we can have a pretty good view of what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what did you think the most interesting part of Lupo's run? What did you find the most interesting?
So the most interesting was definitely the ability to split up.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely in these games, we think to ourselves, teams got to support, teams got to work together, got to be there to support each other when it comes time. But in their case, they went 2 and 2, and their builds were probably the proper builds. I don't know if you could do that with any just randoms going in. Your build's got to be right.
Yeah.
Because those turrets, and I can't belabor this point anymore, but those turrets are key. Getting them down is important, or your entire run will struggle. Because they spam you and spam you and spam you.
They're never ending. The ammunition they must have is.
It makes you wonder where it comes from. Makes you wonder in this Star Wars universe.
Yeah. Who put it there?
Who put that ammunition there? And
yeah.
who keeps reloading it? That's my question.
Okay, going live in.
Oh, we thought we were.
Well, Steven's telling them that we're going live.
Oh, there you go.
To be prepared. So, I guess we're not going to check in with JD's team?
No, it's time.
Okay, no checking in with JD?
And they're off.
They're off to the races.
Lupo, I apologize. Anthem Insider is headed in. We've got a great view of a Colossus right here. Flying in through that tunnel. Great looking build. Had the digital camo overlay that we saw. Coming in a little bit hot. Ooh, going to the right. He's doing the same thing of going over to the turrets, as he should. They're taking the shortcut, which is good. So they're doing looks like only one person, which is what my suggestion was, of having one person go over there and taking care of the turrets while the other 3 can get the echoes, take care of the turrets, right,
and the snipers on the first phase. So we'll see how that works out for him. Hopefully.
JD's team now.
All right. JD, how's it going?
All right, the third turret has just like 1 hit left.
Right. Did you guys figure out anything to do differently this time?
Yeah, we're definitely.
I got an artifact.
we're just fine tuning what we have, streamlining some stuff, making it work.
Okay. All right.
So,
well, good luck.
you know,
Our last the last teams were pretty fast.
impressive. Pretty
So,
impressive.
But you guys did a great job, and so we wish you guys good luck. And we'll check.
Yes.
back with
Did
you later.
any of their teams have names with initials in it?
I can't tell you that.
That's my
It's
secret.
NDA.
It's a secret.
NDA
You
for
have
life.
to wait to see.
All right.
So it looks like they are collecting relics, collecting echoes, taking them in. We're looking at the Freelancer Codex team right now. That Storm is zooming, collecting those echoes.
Bag's team is already on the second phase.
They're
by the
on
way.
the second phase
down there
at
in the
this
small screen. They are already working on the second phase. It looks like, and because the enemies have spawned over there.
Mhm.
If you go over there from the start, there's only turrets. But as soon as they finish the echoes, all the enemies will spawn, and they can start collecting the echoes in the second phase.
Yep, they are collecting. They've got their timer up. They've got their timer up on the 12 relics, 12 echoes.
12 echoes. Yep.
Looks like Freelancer Codex team has 6 of 8 on that first stage, collecting those echoes and taking them to the relic to silence it. They have controlled the ads. Looks like they're just looking for echoes. And it looks like all 4 of them are over on this side. They have not employed the strategy of splitting up and going.
I don't think they, I'm guessing they didn't watch the stream,
Which is good because those were the rules of the tournament. They couldn't watch, or
Couldn't check
maybe they
in.
were rules. Oh no! But here we are on Bag's team, and they're
at
trucking
8 of
away.
12.
They're at 8 of 12, waiting for a
So-
gatekeeper.
doing the gatekeeper,
Mm-hmm.
and looking to find it. And they have, looks like he's got his ultimate ready
Mm-hmm.
for that gatekeeper, so it should be spawning. He's looking for it right
Looking
now.
for him.
Looks like it's over in the middle. There it is.
Oh, game on. Let's see how quick he can get him down.
Oh, he's wasting his ultimate right now.
Uh-oh. Oh, gatekeeper halfway down. Gatekeeper. Ooh,
Almost
just a
there.
tick left.
Just slam it down.
Just a sliver.
Okay,
Gatekeeper
gatekeeper's
down.
down.
We are at 3.5 minutes. Gatekeeper is down, and they are about to put the last 4 relics onto stage 2 of the
Yeah.
Swarm Tyrant on hard mode.
On hard mode.
In
So
the
they're-
APL.
They're doing good. He is going
He's
for the
moving
shortcut. Again, this move I think is kind of moot. Not really important because that door doesn't open until everybody's up
there anyway.
to the very front. So there's really no point in going up there and leaving the other 3 people behind because
to do the work.
Yeah.
Where it could be that one of you goes and gets one and drops them off, and could do it all together and then get there at the same point. Yeah. So this probably isn't a shortcut in the fact that it's going to save you time, unless your entire team is with you. And it looks like here they come. Looks
Here
like
they come.
one.
It
one
didn't take too much longer.
Nope.
But it wasn't as huge of a shortcut as it could be.
Door is open, and they are flying through the tunnel, going to the next relic stage, where you collect 6 fragments and drop them off to silence the relic while standing on the plate. They are flying through there. And Freelancer Codex team is still working on that second stage.
Yep. First part of stage 2. Yeah.
Yep, it looks like 2 members are down. They have 2 of 12 relics. This is going to be hard to
5
recover
now.
from, I think.
Yeah, 5 of 12. We appreciate JD and all his hard work, but
this is going to be tough to recover from.
It's going to be very tough.
They're quite behind, but they can come up. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Our Anthem Insider team. See, I have all these teams confused because we've got so many of them, so many great content creators out there creating content for Anthem, a game that really hasn't even dropped yet. It's not even live yet.
It's super close.
Super close. It goes live. It'll go live for us February 14th at about 10 p.m.
No,
10 a.m.
3:30.
3:30 p.m.
Yes.
Math is hard, Devin. Those time zones.
There's a lot of numbers going on in our heads, and we're just super excited for it. And console players are going to have to wait a full week unless you have Xbox. You can get in with EA access. You can get about 10 hours in. You can do the same on PC if you just have the regular Origin access. But Steven, Mike, and myself have decided to go with Origin Access Premier.
We have.
Because we wanted that full week of early access. And that week is honestly going to be really hard, as we've talked about, for JD.
Yes, it is.
He has EA access on Xbox, so he's going to play for about 10 hours. but after the first day, he's going to be behind
Yes,
what we are doing. So that's going to
Yes,
be a great weekend. But looks like they are almost on the plate there for AI Bag's team, and
4 of 6 fragments recovered.
Okay, yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're at 6 minutes.
Combo. I love it when that combo shows up on screen, Devin.
It is my favorite. I turned the combo numbers all the way up to maximum.
As big as you can get them.
I wish they could be bigger, honestly. When they first showed them off, I was like, oh, I'm in love with these combo numbers. It's really cool. It doesn't... So, I mean, they're there. They're not... I don't know what his is set to, but it honestly doesn't get in the way, and it's a great part of the experience for me.
What would you think about, in the future, having the ability to change the combo sound? Right now, it sounds like a hammer hitting an anvil.
Yeah.
What if you could make it something else? Something really specific to you, maybe a boing or a car crashing sound.
Having a custom sound?
Custom sound.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I'm just used to, already just from the 2 weekends, or really the 4 days that we've played, I'm already used to that combo sound, and I really like it.
Yeah.
So
you'd probably leave it the way it is?
Yeah, I'd probably mess around with it, but then be like, nah, it's not as good as what they've done.
What about the La Cucaracha horn?
Well, if you can make it sound off in everybody's, that would be awesome.
That would be fun.
But that would also be super annoying.
But not at launch. Not at launch. Something to work on. Something to think about. BioWare
something
team.
to add into there. And,
so they are silencing the plate now. They are about a quarter of the way through. The Anthem Insider team, they are trucking along. Freelancer Codex team is still on the relic.
Phase 2, they're looking to take out the gatekeeper.
Looks like they have to control some ads first.
Yeah, they're going about it a little bit different way.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing their best.
They are
at what they're doing, but.
Ooh, that was a great combo by Anthem Insider. Yeah. Bunch of combos popped up. Same kind of things though that show up when you're doing this plate. You've got to time it so you're not getting in your teammates' ways of throwing grenades or rockets. Making sure, Hunter, if you've got muster point, pop that thing down. Hunter, see what I do there. Ranger, pop that muster point. Get that bonus damage. Those bugs, I love it when they kind of float off in the air once you slam them in the face. It's some pretty good stuff.
Great combos going on there for the Anthem Insiders. And they have a pretty good time. Mm-hmm. They're at about halfway.
Over
they're
half.
Still under what they want, so we'll see if they can do under 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. So
they'll really have to do some DPS on that Swarm Tyrant when they get down. Yeah. Take advantage of its phases and its stages, and use all the shortcut exploits that we know of. Running past loot, making sure that you are aware of where you are when you're underwater.
Yep.
And getting up and having everybody well coordinated. And again, not focusing too much on those ads in between. That's what you do in a speed run to get through.
Yep.
And you got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for loot and stuff like that, then you for sure take your time and kill everything because that's the way you're going to get as much loot as possible. But in a speed run, it's as we've seen, the people who are just cruising by, that saves some time.
So in this realm, we've played, like you said, we played 4 days over 2 weekends. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Stronghold loot, is the reward going to come off at the end when we finish the Stronghold, or is there going to be stuff hidden throughout, do you think?
So Ben talked about this on Twitter today. They actually said it's something they're looking into. So the rewards apparently are actually given to us at the end screen still.
Okay.
At the very end. There's just not like a chest or something that pops up, which a lot of people don't find very satisfying.
Satisfying.
Myself, I don't, because it's like I just defeated the hardest, the boss of the mission.
Give it to me now.
And got nothing for it.
Yeah.
At least have the, stuff pop right there. And, I guess it's good to know, because right now I thought it was just like a bug or they stopped you from completing it because it doesn't show that you, really finished it in there, or it doesn't look like it's finished. And, I mean, there's obviously things that we would like to see, stats and information on those end screens, especially for things like the Stronghold.
Yes.
Where we want to see that kind of stuff. And we'd love leaderboards, because that would, again, make this, what we're doing right now, a lot easier for us.
But it would make us obsolete, so we don't want to see leaderboards.
We
want
us
people coming to the APL.
It's still fun, to come and watch and to talk about what they're doing.
So update on what's going on now. The Anthem Insider team is moving on into the Swarm Tyrant room. They have finished the Relic plate, while the Freelancer Codex team is still on 8 of 12. And
phase
it looks like
2 of the second phase.
And it looks like they are having to revive quite a few of their teammates. I don't believe the Gatekeeper has even spawned yet. So they are struggling.
Yeah, I think the gatekeeper's there now, but they aren't focusing on the gatekeeper. Nope. They're trying to kill all the other ads, which I don't think they know, but they just keep spawning until you kill
the gatekeeper. So you really do need to isolate that gatekeeper, get him down, get those echoes into the relic to silence it, and then we're good. We're right now on Anthem Insider. We're looking down the scope of his sniper rifle. Oh, and there's the big old bug right in his face. 8150. That's not terrible crit damage.
No, it's not terrible. See how he went through the muster point. So you don't actually have to stay in it, I believe, to get credit for it. Because see, he just did like almost 18,000 there after he ran through the muster point.
There you go.
And they're doing, they're trying to take down as many of the sacks as possible to do a lot of damage, which is good because.
And they've already got him down. Swarm Tyrant is down first time.
Yeah.
And they're doing more damage. They are. Wow. They might get him down halfway in this first. I believe this is the first phase that the Swarm Tyrant has been out. So they are trucking along. We're at 12 minutes on the dot now, and they have their Swarm Tyrant to just over half.
Yeah.
And in a couple seconds it'll be at half. Oh, it's climbing up now.
Yeah. They might be able to get under.
They might be able to get under 15 minutes like they want.
Yeah.
That's making for a great final. That's going to be a great final. It's going to come down to it. It's going to come down to technical. It's going to come down to the execution of everything. Because if we were to put the first run of Lupo against this run of Anthem Insider, I'm sure that it would look almost identical. So it's really going to come down to the technical pieces and making sure that everybody is doing their stuff, all cylinders are firing, and everybody is doing their job.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely going to be a tight race in the next go-around. Freelancer Codex is still unfortunately on the second phase of the second phase. So.
And it can last a long time if you don't know what to do. And I unfortunately, I think at this point, the Freelancer Codex doesn't know to get that gatekeeper down. It looks like they're looking for the gatekeeper right now.
Yeah, they probably don't know that one of them already has the key, or maybe I don't think they have the key because then the notifications will be on screen to go get it. So they're like, "What do we do?"
They really don't know. And going back, this is Devin. I think this one's under 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I think this one might be under 14 minutes.
They might even kill it before it gets. They did.
It's down.
Yeah,
it's down.
That's 13:30.
Unofficially 13:29.
Yeah.
Unofficially 13:29. We're gonna talk to this team here, so we'll jump in.
They
did. We're gonna jump in.
We'll jump in with them here in a second.
In a second. We are waiting for our sound guy to get it all figured out.
Look at that Colossus dance.
He was dancing. Oh, and he just got blowed up. There we go, the load screen. They are good to go. We'll jump in with...
That was good. That was really fast.
That was great.
13 minutes and 29 seconds was amazing.
We'll jump in with Anthem Insider here, and we'll talk to him.
Yeah. Their strategies definitely worked out. So...
Is my pin upside down?
No, that's correct. So that was a great race.
That was a great race.
Freelancer Codex is still working hard. They lost pretty bad, but we appreciate what they did for us.
Do we have you here, Bags?
Not yet.
We don't have him here yet. My sound guy's still working.
There you are.
Hey, there you are.
That was a good,
so we've got some bad news for you.
What's up?
Freelancer Codex team lost.
They were still on part 2 of phase 2. So they
great run, guys. Yeah. Great run. Fastest time today.
Yeah. So
what did you time it as? I'm confused.
13 minutes and 29 seconds.
Oh my god. It's so close. There's a guy. Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube. He did in like 13. What was it, guys?
23. 23, yeah.
13:23. Yeah, it was 13:29. Yes. So it was pretty darn close.
It was there. Great run, guys. It was awesome to watch you all working together. You had your skills down.
Dude. You have no idea how hard it is to pull that off.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a tight race between you and your team and Lupo to the Rescue.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up
Lupo and his team are good players, man. I don't know. If we make a single mistake and they don't, that's it.
Well, it's simple. Don't make any mistakes.
Yeah. Just don't make any mistakes, forehead.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we're going to check back in with you here in just a little bit, and we'll let you know if you guys can get back in there, and then we'll get everything
set up. I'll get the team ready. I'll get the
And,
team ready in Fort Tarsus, and when you give me the go, we go into the thing again.
Okay.
Excellent. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, moving on
Appreciate
to the
it, guys.
championship.
Thank you. Okay, so let's do the same.
All right, now we have the unfortunate
responsibility
to tell JD.
Can't shoot underwater.
JD, how's it going?
Well, we encountered a bug there for a second that kept the final 4 echoes from spawning for a couple of minutes. Eventually they spawn, so we're right back to action, but I think that's definitely going to hurt our time.
Yeah.
It is. It's over.
We're
done.
Before you even got to that second phase, Anthem Insider's team was done with the stronghold. So
they were?
Yeah,
Yep.
they took it down in 13 minutes and 29 seconds.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys did a valiant effort. You ran into that bug, but unfortunately, even with that bug, they
don't know if it would have.
Yeah, they were pretty far ahead.
Yeah,
and pretty much done before you got to the second part of phase 2. So, but you guys keep practicing. It was great. You guys had
Great
a lot.
run.
Hopefully, you had a lot of fun. And you know, when we do the next one, once the full game comes out,
all right.
We'll have you.
Well, at
have
least
you
we
guys
beat
back
one
on.
team.
Exactly. Focus on those positives. Appreciate you guys. Wow.
Okay.
This
Well,
is shaping up for a final.
This final is going to be interesting. But,
Very interesting. So we had Anthem Insider at 13:29 unofficially.
Unofficially.
We had Lupo to the Rescue at 15.
Just under 16.
Just
minutes.
under 16 unofficially.
And that was their best time yet.
So
it's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be tight.
I think that was Anthem Insider's best thing. But again, if they screw up one thing, it's gonna
Mhm.
cost them. You know, so that's the whole thing. Is if they screw up anything, then it's gonna cause them issues.
It is.
And so they got to run a perfect run again and see if they can do it.
And we just saw 2 runs that were pretty near perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty near perfect. Don't know how they can improve. Oil up those controllers maybe. A little bit of WD-40 in there.
Yep.
Get those button spamming going on. But we're shaping up for a great final.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with you in a second. back, Freelancers, in our APL inaugural run of the Swarm Tyrant Stronghold on Anthem during the open beta. Set up for our final. It's going to be a great final. We've got Lupo to the rescue and his team. Their semifinal match was completed in just under 16 minutes. Very well done. Saw some new things that we hadn't seen before. Exploiting some shortcuts and some great strategy.
Yeah, it's great strategy.
Going in.
We'll check in with Lupo here.
Yeah. Let's keep this run up. I need crits on point, comms. Crits
there he is. Yeah. How's it going, guys?
What's going on, Mike?
How's it going?
What's up? Hey, congratulations on making it to the finals. That's an awesome dance you got, Storm, going on.
It's going to be a tight race. It's you versus Anthem Insider. And you guys both have to run a perfect race. They were pretty close. Both of your times were...
They were within 2 minutes of each other.
Pretty close. So we're not going to tell you which one was better. But
we will tell you that it was a sight to behold.
It's going to be a tight race if you screw something up. So it's going to be tight.
No pressure.
Pressure's on.
No pressure. Any changes in the builds, or are we sticking with the same stuff?
Pretty much the same.
It's pretty similar. I mean,
excellent.
We're going to tighten some things up and continue going and stick to our game and play it.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, good luck, fellas.
All right, we'll let you know in just a minute when it's time to roll.
All right.
All right, we're going to go check in with Bags and his team. Whatever they are at. So it should be interesting. They said they're going to try and run it a little tighter, and we'll see if that pays off for them. Going to connect here with...
Hey, Steven.
Hey, guys. Congratulations on the finals.
Yeah. So
thanks, bro.
We are ready. We are getting ready to drop in. You guys had a great run. Any differences in your builds that you need to tell us about?
Nope. We didn't change absolutely anything.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. We are going to get you the go signal here in a second. We're going to get ready to go. Good luck to everyone. And
good luck, Lupo, and your team. Newhorn, guys, good luck. You're really good. Yeah, under 15 is not. It's under 16. It's really good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
You too.
Okay.
All right. We're ready for them. They're going to get ready as we start the finals of the APL.
I think they found out how fast Lupo went based on his comments there.
I think so.
Little backroom chatter going on the Anthem Insider stream. So
and they're off. Here we go.
Lupo, his team is hanging out. Oh, they're going.
There they go.
So our timer
has malfunctioned a little bit. It is not 1340. That is not what that says. We'll get that fixed and we'll keep you updated. I believe our tech guy kept time. We're starting in on that first phase. Entered our first respawn restricted area. You see Lupo there going to the second area. That strategy of taking out that set of turrets there.
Well, that's Bags is going to the second area. Lupo is in the first area. I don't know which person on his team is going to go and do the shortcut.
It looks like they have gone though. It looks like.
I don't know if anybody on their team. I mean, you see 1, 2,
3.
So there's only 3 that we can see over there. So someone did go. Went over there to the turrets.
Because that's apparently that is the way to do it. You've got to get those turrets down. They take up so much time. And from here, you can see Bags is taking them from a pretty protected spot. You're far enough away from those turrets you can evade when necessary. And that was a single shot turret shot.
Wonder what he's adding to there. Well, at least that we saw.
That we saw anyway. I won't give him too much credit. Is that what you're saying? Don't be too eager to give him the credit.
So, I mean, that is the definite strategy for a speedrun.
Yep. It looks like Lupo's doing the same thing on his side.
Yeah.
He's running Colossus also. So this is kind of neat. We have the said leaders of each team running Colossus. It's kind of a neat kind of thing going on.
Bags is just waiting for his team to finish on the other side before his echoes appear on the second phase.
And they are 7 of 8 on theirs. It looks like Lupo's team actually
They beat him to the second phase.
They beat him through the second phase.
But Lupo didn't clear out all of the turrets.
The turrets? Did he leave one?
He might have left one. There's definitely still, those snipers are pretty rough. He's working on them right now. But, the Bags team is definitely having some issues.
Looks like they are. They're still working on 7 of 8 issues. 7 of 8
Lupo
echoes.
was down. He's made a mistake, and he is down.
This might help the Anthem Insider team catch up.
Yeah, they might have had a bug on their side. I don't know. I did run into one earlier where someone died with
an
echo and then left the game. Or they left the game before they died, and then we could never find it again.
Oh no!
So
don't leave the game, guys.
So hopefully one of the players didn't get kicked out.
Didn't get kicked
Looks like
out.
there's 4 of them, but they definitely had some issues over there. One player was down, and if you die with that echo, it does take a minute for it to respawn. So
Lupo's team is still working on. They're on 7 of 12 in the second stage. 7 of
12.
They are doing really well. Well, however, looking back at Anthem Insider's team, they are working on 7 of 8, which is the first stage echoes. So something is happening on the other side that unfortunately we can't see.
Because we just have Bags'
Because we have Bags' view.
Yeah, he's just waiting there for his team to finish that so he can get the echoes.
And he is, I'm sure he's not patiently waiting. I'm sure he's got a little bit of angst.
What's going on, team?
He's probably wondering what's happened. It doesn't look like the markers on his teammates are moving very much.
Yeah, it's far away, so they're trying to find where that echo is over there. And you can see on his side, so when you go over there, it's going to point you to where the echoes are going to spawn.
Right.
But there's nothing there.
Right.
So until they finish that other echo, we might have to check in with them and see
if we've got some. There they go. They got it. They got it.
So they are a little bit behind, but it's definitely easy, doable to catch up.
To catch up. If this is working the way it should be, it looks like Lupo's team is on 8 of 12, so they're just waiting on that gatekeeper.
They're killing it right now.
And they've got that gatekeeper coming down. They are burning him down pretty fast.
Gatekeeper
is down. They have the key. They should be able to unlock the remaining 4 echoes right now and take them to the relic to silence the relic. No need to wait for a treasure chest here, so they're just moving on.
It's pretty interesting. They have 2 people leaving, so maybe they had one on each side where they spawn, and they send 2 of them up there because
each will grab 2.
Yeah, if you have all they need is that 3rd person to be up there, and then the gate will open, even if you don't have the 4th all the way there.
The 4th.
So, and what they can do is if they get ahead of the other players and they get far enough behind you, they'll automatically transport them up there.
And that is a skill that should be used. It doesn't seem like there is a deficit to that at all. It pulls you in right where you should be. It's actually probably quite advantageous. They are at the door, beginning the second half of the stronghold.
Just waiting for that 3rd player to get there. They finally finished their phase 2.
All 12 echoes are in. Anthem Insider's team is waiting for the gatekeeper. They have 8 of 12 echoes that have been taken to the relic. Looks like they're controlling ads, getting ready to get that gatekeeper down. It looks like they're on him now.
Yeah.
And Lupo, to the rescue, is still waiting on that door to open,
Still
looks
waiting
like.
for that 3rd player to get close enough for the door to open.
I wonder if they're fighting some bugs. Some
I
glitches
think
in the system.
They were far enough away
just
that
far
it's just
enough
going
away.
to take them a little bit to get there. So it should be opening as soon as that 4th one gets a little bit closer.
Gets right within range. That door will open, and they'll be able to fly over all those others. It is not opening.
Where'd their 4th go?
Their 4th is lost.
Looks like they're both having
They might have some technical difficulties. Because it looks like the Anthem Insider is actually... Oh, they're to the door now.
They're to the door. There we go. The door is just opening for Lupo, so that was definitely...
Because that evened the field, because Anthem Insider is now at the door too.
They're almost, they're just waiting for the rest of their team to get there.
Waiting for their team to show up. This is going to come down to it.
That 4th player, we don't know what happened with that 4th player, but it definitely held him up.
It definitely took some seconds. We're at 6 minutes, almost 6.5 minutes right now. Yeah. We're traversing through the water. I got lost here the first time I ran this, and I actually got a little motion sick because of it. And I think we talked about this, that water is not my friend. I I do not like the water.
You guys definitely had some issues with it. I don't have too much of a problem with it. I enjoy going through the water.
Well, because you know how to follow lights. Well, I can follow the lights.
That's true. So, and they definitely they got right through that phase, but it is still a very tight race.
It is. We are now where we have to collect 6 fragments to take them to silence the relic.
Yeah.
And again, with these fragments, you can pick them up, but you cannot you cannot fly with them.
Yeah. You can run and jump,
but you cannot fly.
Yeah.
Lupo is doing some ad control, which in this part of the game you don't really need to.
Yeah.
You pick up those fragments and you get gone with them.
Yeah.
You don't need to do ads. You are agile enough to get that relic or get that fragment and get on with it. But they're headed out now. Anthem Insider is at the same stage. Lupo has delivered 1 of 6 relics. They're going for the other 5.
Yeah.
And at this point, you can, once you start getting, 2 relics in, then you can have 2 of your teammates go get fragments. You can go get the others. And you start to control this plate, start to control that pinch point, control ads coming up, control these spiders and these bugs that look like they come out of Stephen King's nightmares.
Now they do. There is an opportunity for bugs here, like in the demo, where I ran into one where one of our members couldn't. They had
their fragment
and couldn't deposit it.
Okay.
And they had to leave before we could go get another fragment and finish it.
They had to leave out of game.
Yeah, like they left, and that was the only way we could go get it.
That's interesting.
So that was a little frustrating, but
hopefully we don't run into that here, because that will definitely mess up the finals. Definitely not something that we anticipate here.
They'd have to rerun it.
We would have to rerun it. Lupo to the rescue team is now waiting on their timer to get the plate. But Anthem Insider has 5 of 6 fragments deposited, but it looks like they're depositing the last one now.
They just did.
So this will come down to it. This stage right now where we are is all about making sure your team is on the plate within bounds, controlling the pinch point, and just really being patient.
Yeah, and it's good. You see that their Lupo on his team is taking out some of the electrical orbs that are causing issues, that can cause issues, and delete any shield. The one thing about shields, the Colossus doesn't have like a traditional shield. Or, well, technically it does have a traditional
shield. It doesn't have an energy orb, energy
shield,
sphere.
Like
sphere
everybody
shield.
else.
Yes.
So it is interesting for them. I mean, as long as you hold that shield up, you're defended for a little bit from those electrical shocks. But it's important to take care of those like we've talked about before. So
we are at 9.5 minutes now. We are not so evenly matched. It looks like Lupo to the rescue. His team has just a sliver more on their timer than Anthem Insider, which is kind of interesting because Anthem Insider had the faster time in the semis.
Yeah, in the semis, they definitely, I think they played their best game so far in the semi, but
think maybe they peaked too early.
It's a tight race. I mean, they had issues with that last echo, and I think because one of their players went down over there and they had to be revived. And again, like I said, they can't make any mistakes, and having to revive someone is definitely a mistake. But I mean, Lupo had to be revived also.
He did.
So, but it didn't affect their team as much because he didn't have the echo when he went down. So
now I don't have a sufficient type of measurement tool on me, but it looks to be that Lupo to the rescue still has a slight advantage on their plate controlling ads. Yeah. I cannot see how many of Anthem Insider's team members are on the plate with him. I see he is on the plate, and there's a javelin dancing. There's another one. Yeah. So it looks like all 4 of them are on the plate, which is good. Yeah. It's the fastest way to get that timer up.
Is there one down there or no? That's just the enemy. So.
I can't tell.
As long as you have at least 3, it'll stay green. I have found playing with randoms that are not familiar with this phase. When there's only one person on there, it turns red and starts going back down.
Does it really?
It does. Okay. So that is not cool.
That is not good. That is not good. This is coming down to it, Devin. It looks like we are super close. It looks like they're neck and neck.
Yep.
It's going to be very tight once it comes in. And again, so it's all going to come down to that last phase.
Yeah, who's going to take it faster? And honestly, I don't know. I mean, Anthem Insider did a great job of destroying the boss in like 2 phases, I believe it was, or something pretty close to that.
Lupo to the rescue is headed on. They are headed towards the Swarm Tyrant room. They have finished their phase. They successfully filled their timer. Anthem Insider is just right there. They are so close.
Yeah.
They should be with it. Oh, they just jumped off and their bar turned white. They got it. There they go. They are headed on also.
They're headed on, so it's
within seconds.
Close.
Right now we are within seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Flying through this room again. Caverns to explore when it comes time if you want to do that. I'm guessing there's not going to be much there. It doesn't seem like there's much to waste time with here.
Well, at least not in the demo. I mean, we know in previous trailers they had some lore in there to find, and that's definitely not in here in the open demo. Wasn't there in the VIP demo either. But I'm hoping there's at least something in there in the full game when it releases.
During these traverses, it's very important to, again, control your flight. Make sure you do not overheat. You cannot stay in flight the entire time. So fly, cool down, do a little bit of running, and then get back up in the air again. Door is open to the Swarm Tyrant for Lupo to the rescue. They are flying through, getting ready to spawn him in and get it activated. Looks like one of the team members on Anthem Insider was being tethered in.
Yeah.
We are so neck and neck that this is going to come to it.
Yeah. And our timer's a little bit off, but it's fine. All that matters is whoever wins.
Exactly.
Right. So
exactly.
They're definitely behind their time, from the semifinal. So, we'll see how it goes here. It's
Lupo
really
to the rescue is now taken to the Swarm Tyrant. They are doing damage as we speak. They have Swarm Tyrant has spawned in. They are just about a tick down, a full slash down on their health meter.
Yep. Oh,
Anthem Insider's team is now doing their damage, their first damage phase. Those numbers are so big.
Yeah,
and
it's doing great.
And the thing that excites me is that they're only going to get bigger. With bigger gear,
Yep.
better numbers.
Bigger and better gear.
Because our level cap right now is level 15. We're all at level 15 now. Max power level is 134. So those numbers are all indicative of that power level. And Lupo to the rescue almost has. Oh, look how close that is, Devin.
It's
that
just
is
like
so
neck
close.
and neck for damage. I think Anthem Insider might be ahead of it as it's going up, but they are a few seconds behind them in that phase. So we'll see. I mean, that, like I said, in the semis they were able to do a ton of damage every phase with the final boss, but so they might be able to beat Lupo. It's going to be super tight.
It's going to be so tight. This is an exciting first edition of the APL. We're excited for those of you who joined and are taking the time out of your Saturday to experience this with us. We are so grateful for this opportunity to be in front of you and to just play a game that we love. It's weird to say, but we love it. This is a fun experience.
Yeah.
It's awesome to get all these numbers climbing and climbing and climbing, and it's also fun to kill bugs.
Yeah. So they did some great control there. Lupo did miss on one of his ultimate shots, but they have done serious damage to the boss there.
They really have. So this is the furthest ahead. This is the biggest lead that Lupo has had all match. But it's still there.
It's still
there.
Neck. And it looks like they're both going to have to do 3 phases, but because Lupo is ahead, I think they will be able to take it.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to call it for him yet, though, because things could happen.
Things could happen.
You could have an ad come out that you don't even see. You don't even see on your radar, and it just gets you and slows you down enough and it only takes one person going down to mess up a phase. We're all too familiar with that, with one person going down and kind of screwing up the rotation of combo, prime, detonate. I guess it's detonate, combo, prime. Detonate.
Yeah, well, yes, Prombo.
Prombo? We got a Prombo.
Prombo.
No, we're
Promboing.
Promboing.
Detonate it, which then creates the combo.
Which then creates the combo.
So they have to be perfect here. They can't. They can't go down.
They cannot relax. Batteries cannot go out on controllers.
Yeah, it's neck and neck, and just waiting for
the Tyrant to come back down.
Pop out. Okay,
there it is.
There it is.
For Lupo to the rescue, and there it is for Anthem Insider. And Lupo to the rescue has a bit of an edge. It's not no! Look what just happened, Devin. Yeah. Look what just happened. Anthem Insider.
They weren't even attacking it. That was a problem. So Lupo's team wasted a full like 5 or 6 seconds.
Anthem Insider takes it from behind
because they were right on the Tyrant as soon as it came out. Where Lupo's team was like just wandering around with their thumbs in their mouth.
Oh no!
Just lost it.
Oh no!
Oh,
that was such a tight race. But Anthem Insider came in clutch.
Anthem Insider
they
took
did
it
what they had to
at the
do.
end.
Right at the end.
At the end. We'll see. Maybe we can get Bags and Lupo in together. We can break them the news together.
Well, they're in different things. I don't know if we can.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
we have our sound guy, our best sound guy, working on it.
Our best sound guy's
our best
working on
sound
it.
intern. He's working on it. He doesn't get paid, folks. So that
same,
was amazing.
same chat here.
That was
we're
amazing.
gonna get you guys all together, and we're gonna give you guys the results. It was a super tight race.
Oh, it was so close.
Hold on.
Holy, yeah, they're only on the screen now. They're not that much like closer than us, man. Holy crap!
Oh, are you guys watching now? Are you cheating?
No, I just went to his chat. I just went to his thing now.
Well, you can't watch it.
I'm sweating.
Break the news to you.
I'm sweating more now than I've ever sweated my entire life, Mike.
It's at this moment that we will.
Stop that killed us. Hey, Steven, what's up, man?
Okay, we're all together
Hey,
here.
Bags, how's it going?
Okay.
All right, guys.
GG's, guys.
Super tight race.
That was an amazing race. It was fun from beginning to end. You all employed perfect strategy, executed almost to perfection.
Both teams had issues.
Oh, yeah.
But
we did, but they worked through it. We
Yeah.
loved watching you, loved the builds. But it is now time to announce the first winner of the APL. And although we thought we knew who it was, Anthem Insider, you took it right at the end.
Right at the end.
By the narrowest.
Was not on the Tyrant right as soon as it came out.
By the
and
narrowest
your
of
team was.
margins.
Lupo, my dude,
It was
Lupo.
like 2
We
seconds.
need to play together, man.
And guys, it really was
Join
within
us,
2
dude.
seconds of each other.
Join us.
Oh, man. That last phase really screwed us up because she got away a little too quick.
If you guys had been right on the Tyrant, you were definitely ahead of Insider at that point, but because you weren't right on it, and they were just right on it, it took it out.
So hard, dude. You can shave off seconds.
Man,
of
we
like
just didn't know where she was gonna spawn.
Oh, it was so close. We want to thank both of your teams. Great job.
Hey.
Appreciate
Thank
you
you,
being
man.
here.
And
For
we're for
inviting
sure
us.
going to do this once the game goes live, and so
I just want to say you guys saved my life because my wife was.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What a rematch.
You want a rematch.
Listen, guys, you guys saved my life because my wife was like,
man.
you don't win.
GG's, guys. GG's.
GG to everybody. Where's William? Where's the other guys? They did well as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
So are we,
appreciate
man.
all the teams who were with us. We appreciate the Your Anthem team and the Freelancer Codex team.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yeah,
Lupo to the Rescue and Anthem Insider. And we appreciate the Rescue Rangers.
they did a good job.
Dude.
Great job, guys. Great jobs.
Thanks, dude.
Stronger together.
I'm telling you.
Strong alone,
Stronger
stronger
together.
I want to see the prodigy, like the 2000 IQ guy that's gonna do sub 13 and Seamus. Probably.
I hear Bags talking, but we don't hear him.
Yeah, we don't hear Bags.
We appreciate you guys so much. Hey, and I think there's a Shaper Storm on the other side.
Yeah.
We'll see ya
let's
on
go.
the other.
All right, dude.
Appreciate you.
Have a
We'll
good
see ya.
Good night.
Yep.
So, Jeff, I don't know if that tournament could have gotten any more intense.
The adrenaline was going at the very end. I was like getting hyped. I'm like, all right, well, who's gonna take this? And honestly, it just came down to that clutch moment from Anthem Insider's team. They were right on that Storm Tyrant, and I was like, Lupo, what are you guys doing? You're just wandering around.
Do you not see the giant bug eating your face?
Why aren't you guys on the giant bug?
Oh.
And that's what lost it for him. It was such a tight race, and it's good. I'm excited for the future and seeing what they can do. And with the better builds, higher difficulties, once they get past level 30, and pushing up to Grandmaster difficulties and seeing how that's really going to affect it.
Affect it all. Future Strongholds are going to be amazing to watch and to run. And you can see them all here on the APL. We will get teams together. We will run these Strongholds in a tournament just like this. We want you to if you want a team, if you want to be featured on, then give us a call. Not a call. Email us at freelancercodex@gmail.com. We'll get your team together. We'll get you a spot hopefully, and we'll be able to make this a little bit bigger. Might have to stretch it on to 2 days though. Stretch it. Do you hear how I say stretch it? I'm not used to talking normally. It's tough for me. But everybody, we appreciate you being with us this afternoon into evening. It was a great run.
special thanks to all the teams who were able to be out. Sorry, Freelancer Codex didn't make it as far as we would hope.
We'll have to work on that.
We will have to work on
JD,
that. But we appreciate you all, and we will see you next time.